Innovative.
I'm Coolazzcam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet, and today I'm here with the homies, and we want to talk some shit and laugh.
Hey.
I'm over there just watching.
I'm the homie that talk shit. Yeah, that's me. Hey.
It's the 420 episode,
Yeah.
nigga. That's what that is.
I wasn't sure there was more to the intro. You know, I didn't know.
Make sure you tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. While you're at it, follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and subscribe to our YouTube, youtube.com/innovativeculture.
That part.
Yeah.
It's 420. I got the bong right here. We got some blunts rolled around. Everybody, who we got in the building today?
Shit, it's your boy Tony Grams, a.k.a. Mr. High and Fly, here on 420. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. Follow my backup page, Tony Grams Comedy. Click the link in the bio for the website and see all the upcoming shows, flyers, everything, innovative culture, innovative comedy, content, all that, and shit. Check us out.
That's right. Hey, this B Fox 818 right here. Good to see you guys. Thanks for having me, Innovative Comedy.
What's good? My name is Sunlit motherfucking Media. You feel me? Go ahead and tap in. We here at the 33rd Compound. Go follow both of my pages. We going up. We have a lot of events coming up. A lot of shit cracking. You feel me? So tap in.
Yeah.
Who that's on the screen?
Live via satellite.
Via satellite.
Live via satellite because he's sky high.
Come on, man. Look, we grind facing innovative comedy culture and all that other good shit.
Hey.
It's Stynk. You know, if you smell something stinking, it's me because I'm the shit.
This is what I normally smoke. I normally smoke a bong all day, every day.
And we finna get this shit talking cracking on this 420.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Come on.
420.
Let's go. It's 420. We got some
the
we
refs.
got
Look
the
at
blunts
that.
ready. We got the bong going around over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, God damn.
That's
420
good.
month.
It's a good 420.
So
Gotta get all that smoke out of there.
Yeah, you got to clear that. You can't.
Yeah, you gotta clear that. It's you.
Out there. Yeah, she did
The
amazing.
rules, Sunlit.
Oh, not right now.
Ooh, give her a chance. Ooh,
She's like, I know my limits.
Ooh. We've been already smoking. You know,
Man.
it's been 420 all day.
This is
For
true.
real.
all right.
Yeah. For sure.
Y'all left me
I'm
last
still
night.
I'm still trying to cover from last night. So you know, I had my birthday bash last night.
Hey.
Hey, happy birthday.
So you know,
Happy
let's
birthday.
talk
I don't
about
know.
that a little bit.
okay, we was lit. So you know, my mom and dad came and all that. So I tried to like keep it tame until they left. My dad actually hit the blunt. So you know, because he tells me stories when he was a
Sativa?
kid. Like
Was it sativa?
I don't know, it was just passed around really.
Okay.
But like he used to tell me stories about like you know, like I used to hit the reefer, you know, and stories when I was a kid. Yeah, like all these like we had
In
brick
my
weed type
day.
shit. You
They
feel
used
me?
to pass the dude.
Yeah, exactly. So he uses all that like terminology. Like, what's up?
And all
said
that.
Like
Reefer.
since I take photos of like rappers, he's always like, "Hey, so how's Tupac? How's Biggie?" I'm like, "Oh my god, Dad." Like every time, I'm like, "Dad, okay, we get it." But anyways, last night was lit. I had people perform. I had someone out here live tattooing. We had vendors in here. We had tacos. We had alcohol.
Poppin'.
We rented a stage, so I had like a legit stage. What else did we do? I had a little VIP area. You feel me? We had the
Hey,
photo
VIP.
360 booth. It was lit.
That's dope.
Last night was super lit.
That's dope.
That sounds good.
That night was super lit.
Sounds good,
And then of course like once everyone left, I kind of got super wasted, and I ended up hugging the toilet at the end of the night.
Ooh, the porcelain.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
and then my friend was like, "Get your head off the toilet." Dicks had been there. I'm like, "Oh shit." I didn't think of it like that.
You got an
And so I got
uppercut
it.
by the porcelain.
Yeah, so my boy Dex like literally picked me up, and I passed out on the bed, face down, ass up, and then that's where I just woke up. You feel me? So
Wake up
yeah,
like, ugh.
it was lit though. It was super lit.
It was a good birthday.
Yeah, thank you, Innovative Culture. Thank you to Wide Scope Podcast Radio, my girl Barbie. Like, it was really a team effort. Like, I was just telling Cam that the other day. You know, how, like, the compound only works because everyone that's here. Like, who would have thought that you guys would have moved in and you guys are like the sound of like the whole place, and then you feel me? It's just like things just click.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so dope here, because I feel like shit's just natural.
Yeah.
Nothing's forced.
That's right.
Okay, y'all. Watch how fast I'm talking now, and like,
You'll be speed
in like a
talking.
half an hour, I'm gonna be like, so guys.
Yeah, I'm about to light one of
Happy
these
420.
blunts. Let me see that lighter.
That's true. Oh yeah. So I was gonna say, since it's the 420 show, we gotta tell like, when was your first time smoking weed, or when can you remember the
My
first time?
I was like probably 17, like 16 probably. Just with my cousin, hanging out with my cousin in Lancaster, and I just went up there to visit, and we had got some. Well, when I think back on it now, that shit was like some super fire, like some crazy shit. It was like purple and yellowy, and like that shit looked crazy, but it was weed. I can remember, but in the smell. But you know, when you start smoking weed, you don't know what you smoking.
Yeah,
You just buying shit. You don't know how much you really supposed to be paying. Nigga can tell you $50 and you'll be like, all right, and it's a dub or like. But that shit, I remember we was watching Cheech and Chong, and he had like a little weed pipe, and I think he rolled a joint, but we hit the like little weed pipe. And I was watching it, and I just remember laughing. We was both laughing at like a scene in one of the Cheech and Chong movies. I think it was Sweet Dreams. And like it was the way he was like mopping, and it was just we were like literally laughing at it, then laughing at each other laughing. That shit was just like, I remember that shit. Just it was one of them super like kind of like just chilling, kind of funny moments. But that was a good high, and it wasn't the other one. The first time I can remember like being just fried high was probably like the next year. So I was probably like 17, just about 17, and I got some shit. My coworker's boyfriend was like, yeah, he had some fire, like some shit that's like, I think now when I still remember the smell of it. It's like it was a pre-98, like a Bubba. And that motherfucker, man, he saw me like, he was like, yeah, I got 2 for $30. I didn't know what the fuck that meant. I was just like, nigga, he's really for real. That nigga said 2 for 30. I was like, all right. Like, and he hooked it up though. And I just remember going over to the homie house, and like they was over there playing cards, and I just pulled one of them out. And he was like, I can remember how they looked. They looked at it and looked at me like, nigga, like, where'd you get this from? Like that, like how like Mitch looked at Ace when he pulled out the boulder. Like that, like, nigga, how you? Nigga, they rolled that shit up. I can remember we smoked that shit. I was just sitting on the floor, I could like hear my like brain, like it just sounded like when your refrigerator start like running. Like, you know, I could just hear that in my head. And I can remember sitting on not like feeling crazy or nothing, just sitting there like, and they was playing cards, but we was all high as fuck. But that was the first time I was like, yeah, I'm like high, nigga. Like this is the level like you get to after. But we were used to smoking stress and shit, and that was like, man, that shit was crazy. So I don't know, that's probably the highest. The first time and the highest at that moment.
It's hard for niggas to say they was used to smoking stress. You know, like,
if you from that era though, because everybody didn't have
smoking
chronic.
what?
stress.
Yeah, that stress. That was like just the seeds.
Yeah.
And
Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie.
Yeah.
It's now they call it Reggie. Back
They
then
came in
it
like
was
$5 bags.
Yeah, nickel bag. You
Yeah,
use
you get a
$5.
nickel
You get
bag.
like two blunts, and it was like some like mid. Like it was just some tried out whatever. It was different forms of stress. Some of it was like all right, but it was like for the most part it was you wouldn't want to smoke it.
That was like 2002.
Yeah, it was before that. Niggas was smoking stress in like the 90s.
80s.
Yeah, but like
Hey,
I
that
wasn't
was me
smoking
in
at
the
night. I
90s.
didn't start really
Yeah,
smoking
me
until
either.
like.
But like, if you wanted a higher grade, that's when the chronic came out.
Exactly,
You know, you had the chronic to be the
Yeah.
high grade of weed. And that was the shit that was like getting you fucked up. But it just evolved over time.
It was Kush, Chronic, because Chronic
I forgot
was like,
chronic. I forgot chronic. For
Yeah.
Chronic was good. The Chronic was just fire, but like Kush was like what kind of like change shit. Then they started making different crossing Kushes with other shit, and that's when you start getting fire,
Yeah.
like
OG.
because then you remember they came with AZ. You remember they came with the
Yeah.
AZ weed.
That AZ was
the
bomb
AZ?
stress though.
Yeah, it was just good stress without seeds, but it was like dried out Chronic, but a better level stress. So it was like
Yeah.
a step down from Chronic, but a step up from stress, and they had charged you like $7 a bag. Like nigga, this shit, I ain't giving you
That shit be
$7.
having like big ass seeds.
Yeah,
in
it was. Some
shit.
of it was still. It would be
You gotta
dry as
sort
fuck,
through
and then
it.
it would hurt your throat. Like
Yeah.
that shit would hurt your
Gotta
throat.
sort
Like when you
it.
hit it, it didn't have you high as fuck, but it was just kind of rough. Like, nigga, I'm smoking peyote or something, nigga.
Oh
This
my
is,
god.
This is like, I'm on a trip with this.
Peyote.
One,
No.
If y'all
Nobody
haven't
wants
seen
that.
Workaholics, there's an episode called that. And that episode is the funniest shit I have ever seen in my life. Workaholics, peyote. That shit is hilarious.
That
I didn't
shit's-
even know what that was until I saw that episode. But
This nigga grind face tapped in. I see you. Yeah, every 420.
go ahead, Cam. Tell us your story when you remember smoking weed.
First time I remember smoking weed.
The hell?
Okay.
Oh, you got that hitman out there putting in work. He digging a hole for
burying
something.
the body.
He digging a hole for somebody. Exactly.
My
Don't put him
first
so
time-
close to the house.
I think I was like 12.
Damn.
12.
Wow.
I was a
Sounds about
badass
right.
kid.
Y'all was young.
You were a
Sounds about
badass
right.
kid.
You was like the half-baked niggas and shit.
Yeah, like that.
David-
Just like that. My
Oh.
life was like that
That's
movie,
just
bro. Like,
hilarious.
you know, and all your friends be smoking weed. Everybody like. I think once you start smoking weed, it's like your life just starts gravitating towards other people that smoke weed.
Yeah,
That's what-
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
Even when you by yourself smoking it, I've been in situations where I'm just sitting on the steps rolling up and then the nigga down the steps. And they like, it's just like from there and then we just got super cool and
Yeah.
like on some movies.
Because it
some
really
hard
is like
shit.
awkward when you like hang out with someone that doesn't smoke. Then it takes the fun out of smoking.
Right.
For me, it's like because then
'Cause
they're
now
like,
you get high and they start looking at you like, why you
Yeah.
doing that?
Why you-
right?
Why you
Like,
doing
why
that?
you doing that? Or,
Only another high person
Why
would
you
get why I'm
doing that?
doing this right now. For real.
but I don't
Chief
know.
Ed-
Yeah, I was with my cousin, and it probably was some stress too. It had to have been back then for the time, you know.
Yeah.
That was still the 90s. Nah, that was like the 2000, 2000.
Yeah, that was like the chronic shit. Yeah. Oh, I mean, chronic or cushion. Kush was starting to pop, bubba.
Yeah.
All the different, like, little other flavors was starting to pop.
But it was like, you know, always that orange hair, like chronic.
And
you
that,
know?
that's what I can say. All the first, I could count on like one hand how many times I smoked in a year when I first started smoking. And it was never me getting the weed. It was like my cousin or a coworker, like after work.
Nah.
But it was always some crazy, like when I think back, like nigga, we had some like.
The first time I ever bought some weed, right? Like for myself, to where
Yeah.
I said, all right, I need to go
Yeah.
smoke this myself.
That's
I
a
was,
different
I
question.
was
That's a good question right there. 'Cause that's-
15,
Okay.
right? And there was a dude at my school that I knew sold weed.
He had a leather jacket.
Nah, he
You know, like leather. You know, drug dealers that hang at schools always got like the
Black
leather
leather
jacket,
jacket, yeah.
smoking cigarette with the
Yeah,
jeans, like with the
yeah.
one leg up,
Open their jacket. They have
Hanging-
watches and shit too.
hanging out by the light,
Yeah.
fucking Silent Bob and J ass niggas and shit.
Yeah,
Like
on
they was up there like, hey, dude, that shit
For
is comedy.
sure.
See, I was the one that tried to date those. I don't know. 'Cause
I got
was
50s,
so square.
bro.
I was
got
so
50s.
square, but then I don't know why. I just wanted to.
Oh wow.
That
The
goes
bad
to
boy.
my story, but we'll do that after your story.
That's comedy.
No, but so I tell this story. I've told this story on a couple other shows, podcasts that we did, right? So it was a way where he would sell the weed to me. So I see him, I meet up with him at lunch. I put my order in like early at the first break, like after second period or some shit. Like, hey, bro, this is what I want, you know?
You are so excited right now while you're telling that story. You're emotional.
Just because I remember, I'm thinking about memories. Like, how did I get to where I am today, you know?
How did
as
I
a
get to where I am?
So, yeah, that's some real shit though.
But he had like a hot Cheeto bag. Like, man, get some chips. I'm like, man, I don't want no chips.
He get some chips.
He's like, the chips.
I'm trying to
That
tell
that
you.
was
I'm
some
trying to
cold
tell you.
shit.
He was thinking ahead of himself then.
Yeah, but I was totally oblivious to what the fuck was going on. I just had to like really catch on real quick, you know?
Mix.
But it made sense.
A mix of this and
Oh, you talking about what's
Yeah,
in
we're
the
talking
blunt?
about the rotation.
She was
right
like,
now.
"What is this?"
420 shit.
Hey. She was like, "I'm high." Here, that's
Okay.
She already got one.
Hold
Shit.
on,
on.
can you give it to Kim?
Everybody
Oh,
just
that's on
fucking
you.
pass it.
Yeah, this is what. But that's
I
a
think
good
what
question.
happened is the
though.
rotation's going like the opposite way for each blunt. So
I
it's
think
like,
I think the first time I like actually like bought weed myself was probably that 2 for $20 shit. Yeah, so I was at that point I was like 18, maybe like no, I was like just about to turn 18 probably, but that was like the first time I bought weed, so I was 17. Like he was like, because the other shit, my cousin was always getting shit when we'd hang out. I just catch the train up to Lancaster type shit for the weekend, be out there. I was like the LA cousin. You know what I mean? You know, like the LA, so you used to go out there and they just be trying to show out and this is what we be out here doing.
This
like,
what we got out here.
Yeah, like we at the movie theater, nigga. We hanging at the movie theater.
Like, you should just move out here. You know,
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna see what's up. Like, like I'll have my people call your people. Like literally, like no, but yeah, I can remember that shit was fun. But what about what about like rolling weed? How old were you when you got like the technique just for like blunts? Because joints is like different, but some people learned on joints first. But
I was fifth. I want to say 15 when I learned how to roll it. Like I said, I was buying weed at 14, but that didn't necessarily mean I knew how to roll it.
Yeah,
So
I still don't know.
2009 for sure. For me.
I still don't know. So
2009.
oh, you was okay. You was young.
2009.
it was today years old that I found out. No, I'm just,
Yeah, but 15, that's when I learned how to
Yeah,
roll a blunt with a
2006.
swisher. But I never learned how to roll a joint with a paper.
That took me till about 2015, 2016. I just realized you needed a grinder. Now, like the weed is so like advanced, and they done designed all the growers got shit where you could just pull it apart. Like cotton candy or some shit, and it just it's not the same. But back then, like trying to roll stress or really you could roll stress in a joint, it burned easy because it was so fucking dry. That shit would start a forest fire.
Shout out on the master growers.
Yeah,
man,
but you really try to roll some
Shout out
chronic.
the master growers.
Every time
You
I
had
buy
to
like
use
chronic,
two papers.
Advanced
yeah,
early,
exactly.
yeah.
You try to roll some fucking some chronic, that shit would just go out because one is so sticky, and then it'd be so like stuck to. You had to like grind it, or it just be that shit was. You had to learn pretty much how to roll. Like it was a process, but I don't know, that shit took me. I was in like my early 20s when I started rolling like my own blunts, and because everybody else, you ever be like around people and everybody else smoking. So it's like we put in on weed. We'd get a gang of weed, and I got mine, but I didn't really go get it. Somebody else picked it all up. Somebody else got blunts. We out at a party, so I never really had to like just roll weed. It was always just there and just in circulation. So
Yeah,
like it was just he said, yeah, like on the was it the scavenger smoking?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You were just sitting there. Okay, I'll pass it.
Yeah, I had to
Like,
learn. I had to learn in the wee hours of the morning.
That's like how
you know?
Snoop Dogg was on Half Baked.
Yeah, I had to learn. I had to
Exactly.
learn out of
Yeah,
desperation.
yeah.
Like
That
I had
niggas-
to learn out of survival. Like
Yeah.
either I roll it to smoke or I don't smoke.
Yeah, real shit.
Like everybody else need to sleep. Like the wee hour, like it's just me, myself, and I trying to take a walk.
That's what happened with me.
I gotta
though.
roll.
Same
Like
shit.
what?
Like,
I gotta
nigga,
figure it
I
out.
moved with
Yeah.
nobody around. My uncle was like, I only know how to roll joints. I was like, I hated joints because I just felt like joints is they be getting in the wind, catch them. Nigga, them shits just burn.
Oh,
it's like four other
man.
people smoking with you. It's like you be by yourself with a joint and that shit just burn in like 3 minutes. You like this shit. That's why I never liked
There's
joints.
some
I was
advanced
like,
joints now.
like-
yeah, the
techniques,
papers are
but-
way better now.
Yeah,
like.
way better.
Hella better.
A couple of
Yeah.
years ago, when I lived in North Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and my ex, like weed's still very taboo out there. You feel me?
Yeah,
So it's weird coming from Cali where I can go in a store and buy it,
Mm-hmm.
and then going out there where like I have to be like,
Like you low key,
Like- like-
could be arrested. Like low
Yeah,
key,
you
get a
could.
ticket. Like it's gonna be a
so
problem.
I called my
That's
cousin
fucked up.
in LA,
crazy.
and I was like, "Hey, do you know anyone on the East Coast who sells weed?"
Right.
And then just so happened, his friend lived an hour away from us. So whenever we wanted weed, we had to drive an hour,
Whoa.
and then we had to wait on the dealer. Which when you do it that way, you just kind of like wait on them. Like they could
Yeah.
be 3 hours late, and you're still gonna wait because like you want your weed. So it would be an all-day episode to try and go get like weed, and then we would like round up as much money as we could so we could like buy them
Yeah,
both.
yeah.
So we didn't have to go, and then we would be dumbasses and smoking like 2 days. Like
It's all
like,
because you
feel
can't
me?
help it.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
fire.
Like, so fucking let's just do
Like,
a
we
marathon,
on.
and then
We
we're like
on.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. We're like, damn, no weed.
We tasting all weekend.
Yeah, but like he had to wait on another dealer that would hit on another dealer, and it was like, wow, this
Oh,
is
god
like,
damn.
this is like really 2019. Like
Y'all got the middleman supreme.
Weed for
and so-
people removed.
And so I
like,
actually drove back from VA when I just moved, like all the way back, but I did a sprint just to hit Colorado as fast as I could so I can buy weed. Like I think I did a 15-hour day, just like,
Just to
woo,
get weed.
like
Hey,
let's get to Colorado now. Storm, that's okay. I'm
Like,
going through this bitch. Like you
I
know
be
what
driving an hour and 14 minutes for some weed. Be thinking that's a lot. Like that's shit like 15. Hey, fuck
An
it.
hour and 14
Nigga,
minutes
in
for some
traffic
weed.
and
Only for
sometimes-
some weed.
Nigga, like nigga, it be sometimes you just be in traffic. It be an hour 44. Nigga, you be like,
All right,
fuck,
so look.
like, I was just coming
That-
to get weed. Now I'm out here.
We can change a little. All right, that brings me to this. I remember when I first got my medical card, right, my rec,
Remember them
and all the shops and shit was opening.
popping.
I don't know.
First time patient.
Maybe
deals?
like
nigga was.
I was like 21.
That was popping.
You know, I had just got my rec though.
Wait. Okay, how did you get your rec?
All right, I went to a spot on Venice Beach,
Oh, you went to
Okay.
that spot. That famous. That's the everybody was.
Everybody was.
but it was a couple
I
of
went
them
to a
right
spot
there.
right
I didn't
here
know.
on-
I went to one
I
on
went
the
to a spot
side.
right here.
I
It
went
was
to
in
a
the
spot
cut.
there.
Pay like $60.
What's this? St. Mary's right
I
here.
paid like $60, something like that.
Yeah, it
And,
used to be like 35 if you had the coupon.
Hey, bro, I was so
Yeah.
nervous
Affordable
walking into that
evaluations?
motherfucker, not knowing. But
I didn't even pay
the
for my
office
first one.
closed down, and I walked into a dispensary one time to try to get some shit.
That
and
was like your shit canceled.
yeah,
Wow.
it wasn't no good.
Because it was a number.
So-
Yeah, the numbers.
So my ex got
Oh,
his
no.
red card online. The doctor did a Skype. And he's like, hey, does your back hurt? He's like, yeah, okay, here you go. And then that was it. And then he sent him a red card, and that was it.
I've done one like that before. Because, you
I
know,
was like,
every
what?
so often you got to renew it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just so
every
funny
year.
how it was super hard, like right away, and then at the end
It
it
was
was
nothing.
like just make a phone call. And you
I
get it. You feel
got
me?
mine literally right here at St. Mary's down the street, like on some. I worked at
My
a
back
shop,
hurt.
and no, it wasn't. I worked at a shop, but I did security first at one of these shops, and then they was like the manager was trying to be on some like asshole shit to like all of us. Like, everybody got to have a card, like just trying. I guess either he wanted to fire certain people or whatever. So I just went to get it, and then they ended up realizing, they were like, oh, you're security at the shop, so we can't charge you. But we can still, so I got mine for free like the first 2 years when I got it. So every year, but it started going up more and more like every year. Till like, it went up to like $75. Welcome to the cloud, yeah. Sorry. The purist. Just come in.
Here you go.
So yeah, I remember that shit like how, but I always got mine for free. They actually sent like called me up there the next day, gave me like my 50 back, and
That's crazy.
yeah, but it was you go in there and say I got my back hurt, I can't sleep.
You see what I said, though?
Yeah,
My back
I said
hurt.
my back
I knew
hurt.
that was going.
I used to be like, yeah, I do security, so I stand up a lot, so my feet. Like he be like, I be like, sometimes it's for sleep, and he be like, your wait in filling out paperwork would usually be longer than the interview
yeah.
with the actual doctor, and sometimes it'd be virtual shit. Like
Exactly.
it'd be you walk in the office and it's a laptop sitting on the table.
Yeah.
Like instead of a fucking.
But like now,
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
now you don't even need it
At all,
It's
like
just
because it's like liquor now. They didn't legalize
Yeah.
this.
But you do get a small discount. You notice they ask you at like dispensaries if you have it. Like you get like a.
Yeah,
like a
because those
extra
people are the
discount.
overachievers that still go
And
get it. So they're
yeah.
like, you know what? We're gonna give you a bonus.
Like
the
they're trying to
overachiever.
save all
and
year.
getting
They
your
give
red
you
card.
That adds
extra.
up.
Yeah, for
That
real.
is like they do like
Yeah.
like kind of ask at certain places like, oh, you have your rec.
Because they're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Even events and shit. I
because
think it's
they
like
know
some-
that they're coming back too. They're like, oh, you got a card, you coming back, you a habitual.
That shit.
Right.
Yeah, those shits was like cool. But yeah, you could get them. They started opening up like all over. You could just walk in
Yeah,
and be in there
I
and
think
just
I was
fill
like
out
still
your shit.
scared.
and,
I was like,
like, does
what
this
if
work?
they don't give it to me? I don't know.
Right. So.
Yeah, it's like,
Like,
well, I was because it'd be like, what would happen? Like,
Right.
what would
So
institute you with
Sunlit,
you?
are you gonna tell us your story or what?
My story. Oh, when you know what? I was like, okay, so what had happened was, right, is I was like the square. I was like the square that was like with like the drug dealer boyfriend. So I like never wanted to do it. And then gradually, you know, I just started. But I didn't smoke for a long time because I want to be a cop. And then I'm like,
Everybody, we all just
Yeah.
froze.
You're like you didn't want
she
drugs in
dropped
your
her
system.
phone. Oh, it's good. Okay.
No drugs.
No,
acid.
so I actually wanted to be a cop, and so I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna take a test, and they're gonna know that I'm lying, and this and that, and oh my god.
Do you know any drug dealers?
Yeah, I was like, oh my god,
That's like the first question they ask or
have you ever
something.
smoked weed? I'm gonna be like, oh my god, yes, like you feel me? Like I thought I was just
That
like.
shit's hilarious.
So and then I actually went to school to be. I got my PA in criminal justice, so I didn't smoke at all. And then I just started smoking again when I was like 26. Cause like me and my ex, like we smoked like secretly without each other knowing for a minute, and then we like told each
That's
other, we're like,
hilarious.
hey, you want to smoke weed? And like,
Right.
do you want to smoke weed? Like it was one of those, and then
Like, what do you think about weed? Y'all like all
Yeah,
feeling it
like,
out.
I don't know,
Like, so
like-
how do you feel about weed?
yeah, like I don't know, like
You think-
you feel
Like,
me?
how do you feel about weed rights? You like just they're like you waiting for them to say
Yeah.
something. I hate those filthy stoners. You be like, this dick is done. Okay, it's over. Like I can't do this.
Over.
No, but it was like I don't know, because so we actually lived in North Dakota for a long time doing a oil field job, so we had a drug test, and then we were scared as hell to ever fake a drug test up there, and so like we just never smoked or did that shit for like a long time.
Right.
So it's like when we started to do it again, we're like, can we do this? Can we do like you feel me? It was like,
Right.
is this normal? And then now I just smoke weed all day, every day. You feel me? So funny how life works out.
I had a homeboy that like he had got some weed.
It's legal,
like
it's legal.
we had the same type of. It was all of us had the same type of weed.
Right.
So he had like gave some to like his brother. They like went out there like I forgot. I think it was like I want to say somewhere like not Utah, but like somewhere like not like it's just rural and nothing, but it's not like. So he was like, certain people got a hold of the weed. And he was like, bro.
Nigga, you was selling weed, Tony?
No, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I'm just saying, I was nowhere to be found. No, it was really like they had went out there. He was like, dude, like they were just smoking it. So he said like it was some strong ass weed, like some real, especially for out there. So he was like he was at the store one day talking to just like some random person, and they're like, you heard what happened? Like you heard what's going down? And he's like, what do you mean? Like he was like, yeah, they got these like new drugs pushing through town, and he's just like listening to it's like it's a person he knows from town,
Yeah.
but he's like they're like, yeah, they got some shit, the cartels pretty much. Like he said within like a week, they were like, people were like talking about like the cartels taking over and they're pushing their drugs through the town just because motherfuckers was like high as fuck and wigging out kind of off of the weed that like was kind of circulating that wasn't from out there. I was like, he was like, niggas was really like having like little town meetings, and so it is how you said some of them like just certain states and towns. Weed,
Yeah.
even right now, is still just like a no-no and
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's all bad.
it's-
I lived out of state for like 10 years. So I lived in North Dakota. I lived in North Carolina. I lived in VA. So it's like all those places, like you can't smoke weed.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a
like
no-go.
weed's not. So when I come back here and it's so popular, I'm just like, is it okay to smoke? Like I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
like so crazy to me. But
You just gotta like do what's legal. Stay within the legal. You'll be alright.
there's a joke about when I lived in North Dakota, the land was so flat that you could see your dog running away for days.
Wow, that's fucking hilarious.
See,
That's
I had
funny.
to say a joke. What? It was funny.
He's running away for
funny.
days. He's still going, nigga. He's not coming back. Like that's funny. That's a funny shit.
You know.
But it was like I don't know
Yeah.
when was the first time you ever got like uncomfortably high
Wait a minute. Let Stynk answer a question.
Oh shit!
Stynk ain't answering no questions.
He up there on his Zordon mode.
Yeah. And I haven't
I
answered
was
either.
gonna say the shit
Yeah.
too. I'm like, God
Yeah,
damn,
what
I ain't
answer?
told when I got high for the first time.
My bad, nigga. These niggas that X me out.
We just like
You got hitman duty over there. You got
When's
you
the first
watching
time?
the
When's the
fortress.
first time? When's the first time?
It's the shit. I think I was about 9.
Damn.
Did it
I
have
was
seeds?
over there bothering my partner, man. They had a computer with a video game in it. Defenders. Y'all remember that shit?
What was
Atari?
the name of it?
No,
Atari.
this shit was on the computer.
Was it Pitfall?
It was like the
Oregon
little
Trail?
shooting game,
Yeah.
right? Where it's like the little spaceship,
Like Doom?
like Galaga.
I know what you talking about.
Ain't that the same shit?
Shit or whatnot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but it was on the computer in the 80s. It wasn't on the video game yet.
Hey, tell everybody to get off the
man.
Wi-Fi.
Hey, get off
You
the
glitching right now.
Wi-Fi.
Get it off the Wi-Fi. Nigga.
Here or there?
Over there.
Okay.
Damn.
It's not ours, it's his.
Oh, it's mine.
There you go. See, look, he clearing up.
Yeah, it cleared up. They was like, oh.
Everybody tapped the button.
Back up off mine.
He getting you back
So,
for that
yeah,
X-Lax.
I went down there, man, trying to
He
play
getting you back
video
for the
games.
X-Lax.
Yeah,
Get that nigga. He like, I ain't gonna keep playing me on grind face, nigga.
that X-Lax.
Oh, just.
It didn't work like I thought it was gonna work, man. I thought that nigga was gonna shit a house.
Ah, bubble guts.
That's all he got. Nigga went in there and came back out eating again. I was.
He said,
I didn't get no
that's some
satisfaction
shit.
from
That nigga
that
got a
shit.
garbage disposal.
You gotta find a way to mix it with something hot.
Damn.
Oh God.
That's rough. That's
Damn,
torture.
cold.
That's the reaction you want, right?
said-
That's what you was trying to achieve. I'm just telling you how to get
He
to that
said,
goal.
Cam, a cold nigga.
Yeah, they put that shit in some hot chocolate.
There you go. Hot chocolate.
Yeah, drink this.
Note to
nigga.
self: never drink hot chocolate around y'all.
Oh, man, nigga dropping X-Lax bombs.
All 24 pieces.
Oh, my God. All 20. Nigga, that's a collection.
Shit.
So what else?
My nigga didn't even get up saying nothing.
He just took it. Maybe he shit like
Yeah,
that.
every time I went back,
Maybe
he
he shit
checked
like
on me,
that.
like, you good? He's like, yeah, I'm cool.
Her first
Like,
time. What,
nigga,
Brit, what was your
damn.
first time smoking weed?
Oh man. So homecoming, 9th grade. So I went to El Camino Real. Shout out to my Elko people. Y'all better follow and subscribe and all that. They'll see it on Facebook. Yeah. So, cause they're a part of this story. So I was with like some of my best friends, to this day. Shout out Brecken. Hey girl. Anyways, we it was after our dance at the school. We went to my homegirl's compound. Whatever. We went to her lit ass compound, and a bunch of us, like some people had weed. I don't know. You know, a lot of times when I smoked weed in my early part of life, it was because somebody had it. Like I wasn't like out buying weed. Like I wasn't about to be stressed out like that. So. You know, because you had to get it from somebody.
So, yeah, back
it's like
then, too.
So it's like somebody had it. And we're
Before the
like,
shop
yeah,
era,
we're from
before
LA.
shops.
Like there's always weed around. It's just like, do you want to smoke it? You know, so it's more of like a, you know, like.
She said there's always weed around.
was.
It's
Yeah,
just
like-
like,
That's
do
what
you
I was
want to
saying.
smoke
And
it?
that's it. That's what I was saying earlier though. Like how I was always, because I had the spot. So
China.
like everybody.
Yeah, like so everybody.
little
Yeah,
shit fell in
so
the
yeah,
back.
we were at my homegirl.
said China.
We're at my homegirl's house. We were at my homegirl Brecken's house. We smoked weed. It was great. I got high. I felt it. I felt the real high. I smoked some good fire shit for sure.
Do you remember what it was called?
Oh, and then you know another good ass time I smoked some fire ass weed. Shout out Ice Cube. He gave us some weed for our prom in 12th
Damn.
grade. He left the weed.
He had to give underage kids.
I mean, like he was like
Yeah.
he was like
Your
family.
Cube was like-
Nah, he's like family. So like honestly, it was like a family situation. Like we were celebrating, you know. So we got blessed. Like honestly, like with some like good you know, straight from the grower, no pesticides, no
This
bullshit.
is some
no,
homegrown.
yeah, like some
Ice
real
Cube
good,
homegrown.
like
Ice Cube
fire,
homegrown.
like yeah, like
Some
if
Ice Cube
this is
homegrown.
what I would smoke. Like I, you know, so we were given that, and it was like in abundance. Like we didn't even use it all because we didn't even smoke at the time like that really, but it was like really fire and like so. Anytime we smoked some fire back in the day, it was like given. You know,
Yeah,
and
really.
That's like really
'Cause
like
you couldn't,
until
like,
you
you
could
didn't
like
learn to
buy
find
it.
it
Like
and
this is
shit.
like a blessing to be able to buy it like legally.
Every
like,
time
that
I
shit
said
is dope.
I had some shit. I remember the weed. I can remember the weed I was smoking when Justin Timberlake pulled out Janet Jackson City.
Oh man,
That's how like good, like rare certain weeds were. Because I thought it was some shit. It was some real silver haze. And I remember the neighbor had it, and I was like, I got some. We was smoking it. Halftime show, and I remember that shit, seeing that shit, and I was so fucking high because we didn't smoke weed like that. We smoked, but not like on that level of good weed. And like that shit, I remember just looking like, did that fucking just happen? Like, am I just high? Does this nigga her titty just fall out? Like, and then it was just like, I'm
It
like,
definitely
okay.
happened.
Yeah, I swear I thought I was just like high as fuck when that happened. That's all in Iowa.
He had way
Since you
too
said-
many seats right after that happened at the little thing at the Grammys or whatever that was. Right after, like fuck him going, and he had so many seats. Like it looked like he had like 4
came with a
seats,
troop.
like 4,
He came
5,
with a
6
troop.
seats. Like
I'm sorry, Tony.
Front
Did
row?
you say titty?
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Whole
my
titty.
cue. What's up, y'all? You already know the vibe. It's your favorite high in the fucking house. I'm late, y'all, but I had to step in on this. 420?
420 activities.
420?
You can't
To
miss
be
that.
honest, I've been so
420.
busy. I haven't even barely. I know it sounds like redundant because I know where you can get some really good weed at. Hit me up on Instagram at @TheChinaWhite, and I will let you know where that's at. But
Right.
I just want to say, you are living up 420 today. Bitch, you are high.
She high as
That's
fuck.
fine.
I'm jealous. I've had one blunt today.
hi.
I've had one blunt. I'm trying to be like you, Britt. Yeah, she got the hat on. She living it up.
She went
I'm
hard.
420'd out.
I'm the other person not in green. Right. Everybody's wearing green. Everybody's.
Well,
I missed the
sometimes.
memo, obviously. Obviously, I wook up somewhere else.
Cam was like,
Oh, I don't agree.
he's like,
Yeah.
You not
I
as
got
high
the-
as you usually are either, though, Cam.
he on
got
his
But
way.
Bree over here.
He on his way.
Bree. I mean, sorry. Bree over here. She over here.
Thanks, boo.
Just. Oh, I'm jealous.
I think that takes a.
It does to be a weed connoisseur. You look great. You look great. Did you hit
We've
this
been
bong? What's up with
smoking.
this bong?
Yeah, she hit it.
That's what
He
happened.
hit it.
Not hitting
No,
that.
look, it's still in there.
We've been
That's
smoking
the,
since the morning.
that was a setup.
Yeah.
It's still in there.
We had
That's a
some
set.
That's what it's there for.
That
Light
means-
it up.
It was.
That's what it's there for.
Look
Light it
here.
up.
Look here. Where you at? Where your 420 at?
Shit right here.
Hey.
With the hitman on patrol.
I'm high as fuck off these damn chips.
You want to know what's crazy story?
Yes.
Oh, they
edibles.
kicked in already?
I want to know a crazy
my,
story.
No, so my so know how I told you like I didn't smoke weed for a while, and then like when me and my ex would come back to California, we would smoke weed, right? And so I was like 26, 27 maybe,
Right.
maybe a little older, and we go to like a family function. I find out my whole family on my dad's side smokes weed. Like, and I was trying to hide it the whole time. Like, come in, like, I found out, like, when they were younger, they smoked weed, like, with their parents type shit. Like, you feel me? And I
Everyone
thought, like,
smokes
they were so, like, American size, like, you know, don't. The only bad seed was, you know, my uncle embezzled some money. But other than that,
It's always money.
it's always
It's always
money.
money.
He turned
she
out to be a
double-
major.
double up.
So what he was is
Double
he was a
up.
pool salesman, and then he would sell slides, and then he would just pocket all the money. And then he got a coke addiction, and so on and so on. But other than him, my whole right, slopes. But on
They always
But
get
yeah.
lost
Real
in the
slides?
slopes.
Real slides.
Oh, whoa.
damn,
Okay.
this is. I shouldn't talk about my family like that in the air. Like I think I'm just talking with y'all. Anyway.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, but come to find out, not my real family. This is my friends I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah. But but you know, but
Wow, Cam.
my family is
If you
so
want me to
lit.
pass out, just say that.
Pass out.
Makes sense.
Happy
Sunlit.
420.
But yeah, no, my whole family's lit. I have like 26
What's up?
cousins. I have like
Damn.
30 cousins.
I'm sure I missed it, but when did you start smoking? 9th grade?
Nah, I was, what was it, 16? That was the first time I smoked.
20 no,
So, like,
before that.
16,
Like
17.
I heard
seriously
your story, but then
smoking,
bef-
like 27.
I'll say serious, like
Serious.
21, 22.
I have a problem.
Like
seriously
21.
smoking.
Yeah, like how we smoke now,
In my
I'd say like
20s.
22.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm like
I'm an avid
He
smoker.
said like how we smoking now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really. I just how I smoke
Well,
like.
But
it was,
but
it was
no,
like,
it's
now I have
never.
my own money, so
it'd
I
be like
definitely
it was
say-
like a 2 months a
Money
day.
like that then.
It's
Two
when
months
you
a
could
day,
afford
one a
it.
day
When you could
type
afford
shit.
it is when you became a real smoker, really.
Pretty much. I was like,
Well,
Well,
I
I'm
think
telling
I'd
y'all
rather
about my,
have
my
shoes.
time when I first like started buying weed on a consistent basis. Like I was at school.
yes,
So
I was too. 12.
that's the first time I
How old were
smoked.
you?
I was 12 when I started smoking, but I was 14 when I started buying weed.
Well, see, I was
Man.
12 when I started buying weed, but that's because my older sister was selling weed.
Oh, you know, they kept it in the family. All
Yeah.
money in.
All money in, for real. But I
Sound
I
like a
started.
business with me.
Hello, we pass it down the family tree. But I started when I was 12, and I was like with all the emo punk rocker kids in middle school.
Yeah.
And like when I tell you we smoked out of anything you can think of, That's what I feel like what that
like
means to be a
apples and
stoner.
shit?
Is when you're gonna find something.
Oh yeah,
You
I
smoke
smoke out
out
of
of
fruit.
pie.
I smoke out of fruits consistently.
Yes.
Like that is like
out of like
Oh,
strawberry.
chicken bone.
420 tip. Smoking out of fruit is so amazing, guys.
Oh yeah,
Like,
cut
if
out
you
the
haven't
tobacco.
done
The flavor's a
like
lot
the
better.
middle of a fruit,
Rolling
like,
blunts
figure
and
it
rose
out.
petals
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah,
Like-
rose petals
Fruit.
definitely do the rose petals. There's
Look
so
at this
many
nigga,
different
bro.
things.
He walking like
Hey.
looking surprised as
Pro
a
hustle in the
motherfucker.
house.
Look at him come in like
He was just saying pro hustle too.
he come in like am I a
hustle.
suspect? Am I a
Someone
suspect?
just walked in and he's
Like, I hope
instantly
they don't
high.
think
Hey,
I'm
nah.
like
Hey, y'all didn't hear.
Definitely
I
high.
heard the door like kind of crack a
I
little
seen
bit,
him come
right?
up the stairs.
So I look back and I just seen his eyes like peeking in.
The eyebrows be over putting in overtime in the pro hustle zone. Hey.
But yeah, anything
We
you
got
can do.
Stynk
Toilet
over
paper
here
rolls.
via satellite.
Yeah,
Via satellite, I
He
hate
via
it.
because
Who
he's
is that,
sky
Mo?
high. He via satellite.
Wait,
yeah.
hold on. You can't
Mo,
see him.
what
He
it
right
do?
there. You see him?
He over there.
See
too.
He over there.
I see his Dick Gregory looking at.
He's just in the background.
Called you Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory. Oh, he do low-key look like him though.
Pro hustle.
crazy.
Either you are extremely high or you just woke up. Both.
Hey. I'll
When
be
you go
there.
to sleep high and wake up high, that's a thing.
That's
That's
a
a thing.
420 Christmas.
That is a thing. You guys are definitely beating me, and I'm about to catch up. First off, shout out to Cam because he gave me some can of Kool-Aid. And y'all know it's great. It's the black.
This one got
I'ma
wax in
stop.
it. This one
But-
got a little wax in it.
Oh, that's what
Oh,
you're
shit.
doing
You to get it
today,
so I can-
Tony.
I like
shit.
saying another one. I want that flavor.
Oh, we just gonna keep
I want a
it
little
going.
of
I
that
got you. I
flavor.
left it over there.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
give
shout
me-
out Rove.
It's,
Shout out
uh,
Rove.
Pro, can you give me that?
Hey, that's
pack
that
of
Rove
weed right there?
wax. That's that
Yes.
Rove wax.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
I got
much.
you.
Yes. Yes,
For
get
your
my
boy.
Kool-Aid. Hello?
Pro Hustle.
Anybody
Zone
eat
and
Kool-Aid
Pro Hustle.
with pickles? Because it's about to go fucking down.
Kool-Aid
Yep.
with pickles.
Yes, no, yeah,
Wait, you
because
said Kool-Aid with pickles?
yeah.
That shit is
Hold on,
bomb.
hell.
It's like it's the sweet and savory kind of thing.
I feel like I'm watching
mean,
the
sweet
Lizzo,
and
the
salty.
Lizzo
Sweet
TikToks
and
again. You
salty.
know, like the mustard with the watermelon. Like, nah, that shit don't go.
no.
You definitely have
You
to put
tried it?
sugar in that.
No,
Though.
no, I definitely
You
did
had to
not.
add sugar to
I definitely
that
did not try
and
that.
water.
I don't think so.
Like
I'm
yes,
gonna eat it.
by itself.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just gonna eat it
Watermelon.
dry.
No,
Mustard.
yeah,
Oh,
you didn't
enjoy.
see that. She
Like,
tried some weird
on the
shit.
pickle.
She tried some other
Oh,
weird
you
shit
just
too.
sprinkle it
Yeah,
like some.
you guys. I think it's a southern thing. I
Okay.
really am tripping out
I
that
can
you
see
guys
it
haven't
though.
done that
I can
before.
see it just because people like eat
Or
pickles
Jolly
like that.
Rancher, you put a Jolly Rancher inside the pickle and you
Yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of
I've seen shit like that as a
salty.
kid.
It's a sweet and salty thing.
The
You know
sweet
how
and
you
salty
have a
thing.
sweet and salty,
Some
like
yeah.
the
See,
payday
I'm more of
sweet
like
and
a,
salty.
I'm more of like
I
a
don't
chocolate
love
fan.
sweet.
You know, some people are like a fruity sweet
I
fan,
actually do
and
not like
Yeah,
chocolate.
fruity
I don't
sweet.
eat
yeah.
chocolate.
See, so it's
Fruit
like
is sweet.
I don't eat chocolate. Like
Nigga, I like it
it
fruity
has to have
sweet.
nuts in it.
And it gotta have nuts
I
in it.
love.
Stynk, what's fruity sweet?
okay.
All you gotta do is repeat
in it,
everything
wink,
people
wink.
say and make it sound perverted with that like
Had
voice.
to.
Fruit
Had
is
to.
sweet. That's all.
Nuts on it.
Oh my god,
Oh, yo, God.
Like
yes.
the fact-
this is a 420 show, so I guess nothing off limits.
It's like, hey,
We
it's
all
lit.
high.
I know.
Hey,
Sky high.
okay,
Just
look,
add a
so
little
that
sugar
nuts.
to the Kool-Aid.
look. Drunk sex or high sex?
Oh, we going here
Yeah,
real quick.
I mean, high sex.
Can you
It
do both?
There
depends on
was
what you
even no
drunk off
foreplay.
of.
There was no foreplay.
Of course,
It
somebody had to
depends
say
on what you
both.
drunk off of. That's
Somebody
why.
had to say both.
Because there's
Thanks,
some
Steve.
drunk sex that is actually good, but it's what you drunk off of.
Right.
Opposed
But
to,
see, like drunk sex is like the messy sex, and then like
Yeah.
high sex is like that,
Stimulating.
like
Yeah, it's
passionate
like,
kind of. You
yeah.
feel me? So it kind
I'm
of
for
goes
it.
both ways.
you,
So
like,
you
you
know.
unlock a portal.
I'm
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, exactly. So
I'm
I'm
for
definitely
it.
both
The
ways. It
third
just
eye
depends what type of
opens.
day.
Definitely all of the
Depends
above.
on if it's hot.
But you have to have that like that right
Oh,
drunk, you know, because if you take one too many shots or
Yes,
one not
you're
enough,
not having
then
sex.
like you feel
You're
me.
passing out.
So there's like
Absolutely.
a right
Yeah.
amount that you have to like know, like it's 5.5 shots with some lime, and I'm like, you feel me?
Yep.
You have to like measure that shit.
I'm a lightweight. Not when it comes to smoking weed,
Definitely a
though. I can
lightweight.
smoke weed all day
Yeah.
long.
Well, me it like
Maybe
helps
not.
because
I
I,
stretch my
edit
drinks
like all
out.
day. So being out of
Stretch
computer
them
all
out.
day is like, whew, tiring. So when
Yeah.
you smoke, it just like.
Put you back to sleep, right? Or it,
No, it just like enhances like the creative process. You feel me?
That
Because
too.
it
That
allows
too.
you to like zone out
Oh.
and just like focus on
Forgot.
photos and editing because it can be very, very tiring and tedious, huh, Cam? Editing photos and video all day.
Yes, it is.
So smoking helps because it
It
allows you.
is I like to smoke, and then I like to put on some music. However I'm feeling, like put a little playlist on, and then I go to work.
You start
And then-
seeing stuff in the pictures. You start seeing extra stuff in videos and pictures.
Yeah.
Foolish.
I do it too. I have to edit videos of fabric all day.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's
That's
actually
exciting.
very
That's
exhausting
right.
because there's like zero depth to the pictures, and it's like
I was not being
Blair's-
sarcastic
okay.
at all. Just make it creative. I don't know how.
I can lose the picture really quick,
Tedious.
basically.
Yeah, I
Like
feel
the
it.
actual tone of the, like I'll be like, oh shit, what color was it supposed to be? Because there's no depth in different tones. It's just of that fabric. Yeah.
Fabric
So
nasty.
Maybe I
talking
should
about like businesses and what you do and boss. My mom yesterday came to my Taco Tuesday. You feel me? My birthday bash, and she was trying to have an argument with my girl Barbie on how if you smoke weed, you fry brain cells. You feel me? Because I was like out there online, and then Barbie came back with, okay, so if I'm gonna have fried brain cells when I'm older, why not just smoke weed now and hurry up the process? Cause I don't know when I'm gonna be gone. If my brain cells are already gonna be dead eventually, why not do it this way?
Frying them. How about
Yeah, I'm like, Mom. She's like,
How
it's
about
like,
Just fry it the right
How
way.
about
yeah,
that?
yeah, but my mom's like old school. You feel me? My mom, she's the one that, like judges people because you smoke. It's like, hello, I have a whole ass business right here, but smoking weed stops me how? Like what? Get the fuck
Right.
out here. It's like people who need to just like use it responsibly. Like some people get high and then they just like nap all day, or they just like aren't productive. And then, people like that give us a bad name. No, I'm just joking.
What, you knocking your followers over? and shit?
What the followers
but
do to
you
you?
passionate. I'm
But your mom
passionate.
came and supported you. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
no, my mom came and supported me. Oh, and she always tells this story
Fire-ass
to my
nails.
friend. You feel me?
Fire. Let me see.
So one's sun and one's lit. We're sunlit. You feel
Period. What?
me?
I see that fire right there. Ah,
okay.
that was cute.
Birthday
That
nails
was
say
cute.
what?
Yes. I'm so glad I
knew it
missed
was
it.
coming.
Hey, I ain't missing no more Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah,
I
I
know
know.
what,
I knew
Stynk?
that shit was coming.
We already
I knew
have
it
one
was
next
coming.
month already.
Period.
He
We
said,
already have one
I
next-
knew that shit was coming.
You feel me?
I knew
When is the,
period
ne-
was
when is the
coming.
next one? When is the next one?
It's March, like the third week in March. I will give the date right now.
May.
May, yeah, May.
I was
Haha,
like,
it's
March,
okay.
April.
Yeah, May.
Wait, what
I'm high. I'm
I
high.
have a weed question. What's the?
I
Taco
thought you like,
Tuesday.
no, I was about to
Let
be
me,
like, what
let me tell-
happened?
So
March?
every
Feels
time my
like
mom
weed.
meets people, though, she gives a story that my cousin was eating a brownie, right? And she's like, "Oh, that looked good. Give me a piece." And so he's like, "All right." And he worked with her, and so he did. And it was an edible. And my mom swears that she got acid-laced brownie that day, and because the room was spinning and she wasn't able to work, and she thought her this and that. I'm like, mother, that was an edible. I feel like edibles hit
Edibles
people
do that,
different.
though.
I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
everyone
Edibles do a
edibles
lot.
like hit people a
It's
lot
in your
different.
blood. It goes like it's like a in your blood type in your system more immediately, other than your lungs. I feel like, and just in your head, that shit's
Yeah, but
just
like,
all over you.
like edibles
Pull
can
the
make.
mic up to you, Tony.
It's just like they just hit you different, other than like an edible just.
But like,
Yeah.
I
And
don't
then it
eat
just stay in
edibles
your
because that
shit,
shit just
in
makes me
your
pass
shit.
out like instantly. Like,
Yeah.
that's just like night night for like 2
it
days.
Depends. I've had
That's,
like,
that's the thing.
I've
I think
overdone it
that's-
with edibles and been like
I
Can't
think
a
that's
couple
what-
times like.
But I think that's when people
Cannot
trip out
overdo
when they
it.
don't go to sleep. Because
Nah,
I'm the
you
same
just be
way.
stuck,
If you don't go to
like-
sleep, you're gonna start freaking out, like how your mom do. You're gonna be like, "Fuck, I'm stuck to the wall. I'm stuck to the couch." And y'all feel like that before? That ass?
I've been,
No.
I've been spinning before and shit, threw up, all that shit.
Oh.
like,
God
Yeah,
damn.
no, I've
I've
never.
You be spinning like head, dude, to smoke so
Yeah.
fucking
What?
much to where
Like
it's
that.
like you just gotta sit still, like eyes, like. Oh yeah, that last one, nigga. That one night after one of the podcasts went out, that shit, like, and that was like I was
But
because I had been smoking.
Did
all-
nobody get no footage of that though?
Because we were here by ourselves. It was just me and you recording all day, and
After
then
the
Bones got
session?
here. So I literally, by the time I smoked on the way here, so our guest was like
Oh,
via
yeah,
our
I caught
guest.
you. I
Our
caught
guest,
you.
man, I was out. Like our guest was on the video, so nobody was here. So it was just me either me and him smoking our own blunts or we were just smoking together. And I smoked at least like 6 times and by myself. And I remember Ramon got here and was like, nigga, like, damn, he had been here for like 3-4 hours and was like, nigga, you've been smoking at least like every hour since I got here. And then Young got here and we smoked again. And I just remember sitting here and Annie was recording and I was sitting over there and I just remember feeling weird. And I got up and went in the bathroom and I was like, it just was like, and then in my head, I just was like, maybe I need to eat something. And I just was like, ate some cookies. I had seen when I just like went in there and just passed by, I wasn't even looking in there. I just happened to, you just see like shit out the corner of your eye. And it was just like, and I just remember I couldn't even really see shit. Like everything was just going like white low key. And I was just like, she just was like, are you eating my cookies? And I was like, hey, like, my bad. Like, I just remember seeing you.
Yo,
and then I just remember,
them.
like, kind of like I just kind of turned and just remember falling, like, and just kind of.
What's crazy is that there was like a real like professional photo shoot that was like a close set, and so I'm like, oh my god, what do you like? What's happening?
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know you faded, and then I like ran in here and I was like, Cam, this way. It's like
I seen who it was after. It was just like when I was like trying to get out, I was like, oh shit, like it just looked bad as fuck, and it was just like, so I don't know, you probably like, what this nigga on? Like, it literally, I literally had just smoked. I had been smoking. On top, I had a lot of shit. We were doing the flyers for the show we did, the Grind Face shit in Victorville. It was the day before, like we had finished the flyers, so I was up all night doing that shit. Hadn't ate, went shopping, literally went grocery shopping, put all the shit away, and never made nothing. So I just was like, I skipped a meal thinking I'm good, I'm gonna eat in the morning, and then left and came here. And then just started smoking and was just recording, and then that's how the night ended. Just nigga passed the fuck out.
You fell out?
Hell yeah, that nigga is like passed out.
Oh
like,
ass nigga.
You take a look at this nigga moan with the ad libs in the back. But they literally, this nigga had a burrito. I had to eat the rest of the nigga had a burrito from, what was it, Ramona's?
Oh my God, I'm starving.
Something like that.
Yeah, I was like, nigga, that's when he said he fell out.
When he said he fell out and seen all white, he really seen Sunlit booty.
Wow, you're waiting for that. You know what?
Y'all gave this nigga a mic.
Yeah, look at him.
He said he gave me the mic.
Look at him. He's over there.
I was wondering why he sounded so close.
The peanut gallery.
The
peanut gallery.
Wow.
Oh, that's it? That's all you have to say? That's your one-liner? That's your one-liner of the show? You know, there's other people here to joke about
like,
too. So I feel
day.
like you need to say one about everybody.
Dick Gregory? He said Dick Gregory. That's funny. Dick, that nigga. Nah.
You know what?
Damn it.
Seen them cheeks, Tony.
Nah, this nigga I seen the floor, nigga. I was out. Like, I just remember that shit. That was the only time. I think that was like the craziest shit. Off of just smoking some, like, cause it was just after I hit that other blunt, that shit was, he had like a fat ass, like that shit, it was over. That was it. That was put me over.
Just steal some cookies.
Exactly. Steal some cookies and pass the fuck
But it was
out.
like real hot that day too, wasn't it?
It was
No.
warm. It really wasn't that
No.
hot. It wasn't. Honestly, it wasn't.
It was
I'm
hot.
trying to help it.
I'm trying to.
It really wasn't. It wasn't that hot that day at all. Cause I just had on like I remember I was on a t-shirt like on some sweats and shit like.
So
yeah,
like,
exactly. It do be hot as fuck in here, and
this
then
is
we
true.
be on top of smoking for hours without going outside,
Without like a proper meal,
without eating.
like
And I
nutrients.
literally went grocery shopping and just put shit away, and just went back to making flyers, and then just went to sleep.
talk
And
about
then
grocery
just,
shopping. Why do we always go grocery shopping and then go buy something fast food like right afterwards or on the way home?
Because we
or
feel
right?
we got shit at home. We be like, I can spoil myself now. Like,
Right? Oh my God.
got
I
shit
always
at
buy
home.
like
Take out
$200
some
worth of
food.
groceries and then go get fast food right away. I'm like, why did I do that?
I do that
Like,
shit. I'm
Or
going
you
to
go
rallies.
take some
nigga,
food out,
like,
leave it out on the counter and be like,
Yeah, I'll make this tomorrow.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm
So-
gonna make it tomorrow. It sounds better for
Do
tomorrow.
y'all
then-
get high and go to the grocery store and go shopping?
Yeah.
Oh, and get
No, I'm
everything?
high and I go
Hell
get fast food.
yeah.
I'll be sitting in the car
Yeah.
smoking
No, but
before I
I
go in or
when
I
out.
go on
EBT
sweet
hit,
missions
when EBT
sometimes,
hit,
just get a
for
bunch
sure.
of bullshit.
So this is what I'll do. I'll go to Walmart,
turnovers.
right?
Yeah.
I go for
When I
one
come
thing
home,
specifically, but I
bullshit.
get high first. So as I'm walking through Walmart, I'm just like stuck going down the same aisle like 2-3 times and
Yeah.
shit. But
Looking for
all
cookies.
through the whole store. So just imagine how long I'm in the store.
If I get high and I go to Walmart, I'm buying every fucking delicious snack out there.
Yeah.
Starting with some Gushers.
Yo, I can never go in the store and buy one thing. I can't.
Yes,
I can't. I can never go in the store and buy one thing. I go for socks. I come out with
There's
a pair of shoes and a whole new fit.
Oh my god, there's a sale. Let there be a fucking sale.
Oh, let there be a sale.
Target, by the way.
Let the person at
Go
the
to
cash
Target
register
having a
say,
really
hey,
good sale
you
right
can
now.
get one free. Be like, bet. Okay,
Right,
get one free
bet.
now. I gotta go all the way
Bet.
back to the.
If you buy two, I'm like, bet,
yeah,
ready.
I'll be right back. And then they keep scanning. Oh, and this one's free too. Oh shit, let me go get that too. For an extra $5. For an extra $5, but it costs $6. You're like, oh my god, I'm saving $1. It's like, damn.
What's your favorite munchie after you get like super high?
All kinds.
And that, and you know,
Like, what's the go-to,
I think
the one
about
you
this
gotta
too
have in
now,
the
right?
mix?
Because
I know
with all these
mine.
edibles and shit that's out there,
Yeah.
it's like you having the munchie, the snacks with the fucking the edible and shit. It's like they
Yeah.
make so many different types. It's like you don't really need to have nothing after. But when we smoke, it's like, all right, now I want to eat something. I don't necessarily want to go and eat like, you know, some medicated shit. I might want to just, you know, that's when you got to
Yeah.
determine what you're going to do. Are you going to smoke or are you going to medicate through the food?
I'll say my favorite, mine is a Rice Krispie treat. But then I'll say how you just said that.
You know what I mean?
A Rice Krispie treat is like the most replicated out of all for edibles.
edible.
So do you
It's
want
like,
the...
it's like a Rice Krispie. So that dude, like, that's crazy. Like, I feel you. So it's
I
like,
actually
but
like
I love
eating
Rice
fruit.
Krispie treats.
Eat fruit after you fucking get
Yeah,
high.
it kick
oh
you. It
my
kick you
God.
in. It kick you in the
It
gear.
just feels
yeah.
like you taste everything in that fruit. It's
Your
great.
senses is up.
It's great.
I
Certain
one
juices
time
and
when I had
juices.
what's it called Hershey's like cookies and cream bar, right? But it
Oh,
was
fire.
it was a edible bar, right? So that shit was in my car all day and then like kind of melted. But I'm like, fuck it, I'm still
Yeah,
gonna
like,
eat this
you know,
shit.
they're like
And then
icing.
like
It's
I was
decadent.
gnawing
Like
on
icing.
it, and then since it was like a ball, the proportion was like way off. So I kept gnawing on it, and by the time I looked down, that bar is almost gone. I'm like, oh, this is about to be some shit,
That
right?
bar was
So it's like
juicy.
6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock,
Juicy bar.
and nothing happened. I'm like, this shit lame. This is a dud. I didn't get high, nothing.
That white chocolate.
Yeah.
Yes.
See how I did that in?
Hey, I see what you did right there.
Yes.
She said it. I was thinking it from the time. She said the cookies and cream because those are fire though. I love
Okay,
that shit.
so, but then I wake up in the middle of the night and I start reaching for the fucking stars in my bed. Like I was so high, that shit woke me up out of my sleep. And then when I get up for work, like I'm trying to put my hair up, and I'm like, oh my god,
Oh, you was
like
high.
I can,
I mean,
like
you was
I had to
in
call in sick to work.
You had some
I
of that
couldn't-
cartel weed that took over that town. nigga. Like,
That's happened
No,
to
but
me
that
off
shit
shrooms.
was wild.
It's
But
in
no
your
one gets
sleep.
me high the fastest is smoking wax.
yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
but
That
I
shit
feel,
hit. That
but I feel
that
like
shit had
such a
me
drug
looking-
addict with the
that
torch.
shit had me
'Cause
looking
that's
for
the
my
pure
phone with
sport
my
of the
phone.
weeds.
That shit
I
had
know,
me like
but the
looking for
torch
my
scares
phone
me.
like, with the
Gets
light
The
so
on.
torch
high.
scares
Like, I
me.
know
I
it's on the
feel
floor,
like
like,
I
what
need
the
to
fuck?
slap my veins. Like I don't know.
Stop.
Like
Get
the
your
torch.
lungs, slap your lungs, and get them
Yeah,
ready.
I don't
do.
know.
You
I
get
don't know.
like you're
That
burning a
torch is
spoon.
weird to me.
Real shit though. Now
Oh
that you say that.
god.
Or and even have you seen those the little glass pipes that they give you at the shop?
It's like
for
freebasing and heroin
Those
in
are
the
like-
same way. You freebasing with a torch,
Wait,
and then
wait.
you gotta
Can't
you getting the heroin.
doesn't our government
spoon
give
ready.
those away free now? Crack pipes.
I heard that
the
too.
fuck?
Yeah, the Joe Biden. That's the Joe Biden lunch
See?
pack.
Yeah.
The Joe Biden lunch pack. You ain't see that?
Yeah.
He
No.
was like,
Give
like
away free crack pipes.
Near heroin needle.
not.
No, oh god. Yeah.
It's a Newport in that motherfucker. Like
A single Newport. One Newport.
one. One Newport.
That's just to get you by.
And a 6-pack of the peanut butter crackers. And so a 6-pack of the peanut butter crackers.
Are you looking it up?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking at that.
They
But
was
yeah.
giving them out
I should-
downtown though.
Yeah.
Joe
Oh,
Biden
God.
lunchbox.
Wow.
That
to
shit
look it
funny. That shit
He
hilarious.
really was on that.
Yeah, no, he was. I
You see
saw
that
it-
nigga turn
I
around
saw
and try to
it
shake
on
nobody's
on the
hand?
shade room or some shit.
That nigga turned around
So
and was
basically,
like,
what
and
you're
nobody
saying
was
is that they
behind.
fucked us.
Oh, what you talking about?
Joe Biden.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. Did you see that video of Putin where like they made a thing where like no one shakes his hand?
Nah, I didn't see that.
No, there's like a little reel, and he always goes to shake people's hands, and no one shakes
I
his
saw
hand.
that.
And they kind kind of just.
Yeah, we probably.
Yeah, they kind of like.
I saw that.
That's crazy.
They either just be like, come on and walk away. With it,
Yeah.
Or like they kind of like, they nobody ever like makes real contact.
Yeah.
Of like shaking his hand. They just like, he's like that mic.
I'm like,
nigga, I'm high and comfortable, nigga. Now, but
I can tell a lot by someone's handshake, like if they're like firm or soft. Like if I shake a guy and he has a weak handshake, it's like kind of awkward.
But then guys try to go easy when they shake women's hands.
Yeah.
Unless they're just weird.
I like to give guys
I don't think you
tips.
should try to shake a
I like
woman's
to give
hand and
them
try to
tips.
squeeze that shit
Just
like
the
you
tip.
challenging her.
Like,
That's
just like
it's like you shake another dude's hand and it's like
Just the
it
tip.
ain't you ain't trying to be
Just the
extra, but it's like whatever. I feel like when I shake women's hand, I always on top of me being a bigger dude.
Yeah.
I always kind of like give them the little like Andre the Giant handshake. You know, really just be like,
And
what's
like
up?
your hands are
Like,
nasty.
what's up, Tony
like,
Grams? Like,
Not trying to like touch your whole sweaty, just roll the blunt,
and some
like
people do be
420
like-
hand, like
Some
you
people
get
do
the
be like
tip,
moist.
you get the just the.
get the jizz.
Just
During
the
COVID,
tip.
people were just
Tip.
like from far away, like there's no shaking hands. It's like, oh, let me put a glove on first to shake your hand. Like that shit.
Little nigga with that fist bump.
Yeah.
that back fist.
I never
That was good,
fell.
man.
I never fell into.
You
that
an autopilot
category.
over there, Kim?
I kind of just kept living.
I'm working.
He good.
You
Hey.
just go like
I
all
He in
feel
Tesla
like I'm
mode.
like,
He in Tesla
Okay,
mode.
so wait, so are any of you vaccinated?
Yeah,
Do you feel played now that now
Hell
you don't
no.
have the,
that's a good fucking
I feel like
Do you feel played?
we got.
Do you feel
I
played?
feel like we in the class for the class action lawsuit when it comes.
That's true.
That's
That's
it. So
like-
like that's the
like,
good. That's the
check
only
on
up
me.
part.
That's true.
Like I mean, either way,
Yeah.
what's the worst that happened? Like okay, you
That's
just
true.
died. Like,
I
okay.
died. I
But
don't
we
know.
still here. Shit didn't
What's
get
the
with
worst
no
that can
weird
happen? You
shit.
die.
Yeah,
And then
but
what's the
like,
best that could
I
happen,
guess,
nigga?
like-
You get a settlement for a
Right.
couple thousand or a few $100,000.
That's true.
Yeah,
Hey,
a couple
wait.
years from now.
Y'all ever
because
been
I
in the
touched
class
shit,
act
so.
and they send you damn 15 cents? That should be
Yeah.
having
No, the
me
least I got was like $5. The least I got was
It cost
$5.
you more
I got
to make
$5.
this piece of paper.
Yeah.
than
I got
it
the
cost you
Denny's
to
lawsuit
send
I
me
just
the
got a
damn
couple
15
coins.
cents.
It was like $7, like $11.
Coins.
No, for real cents though. Like this is the thing.
That's terrible.
Point
Oh.
39
But sometimes
cents.
they tell you in advance like how much you know
I feel like
you
that's
would
just to get your
That's
information.
fine. But my thing is, if it's gonna be 39 cents,
at least cover the cost of the shit.
save
wow.
the
That'll be
tree.
the cost.
Save the tree, please. I donate
Someone
my
said that they just
39
got one.
cents to saving
Well,
the tree.
Every
See?
everything is
That
electronic
shit's
now.
funny.
It's all
From
digital.
who? Probably Bank of America. Or
Bank of America or some shit.
T-Mobile. T-Mobile just had one.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, they
Shit ass
had
shit.
a breach,
They had a
security breach.
They always got a breach.
They
And
always
then they'll
got a
be like
breach.
it was some hackers or it was the Russians. Or,
But then you getting all these fucking
Oh
spam
my
calls
God.
now. I get like the +82, like the overseas.
I get like
numbers and
I used
shit.
to
I'm
get
like,
weird shit
what
like
the
that a
fuck?
few
I
years
get-
ago. I don't get shit like that no more.
You'll
No.
get like.
So when
crazy
I
emails.
when I first became single, right, I went on the dating site Plenty of Fish, and
Oh,
there
you
was
was fishing,
so
huh?
many weird
You was
like
looking for some
fake
catfish?
people. Yep. No, but so when I actually
Cornbread.
met someone, so I actually met someone, and me and him became like good friends, and he was telling me about the girls that would write him. You feel me? And they would be like, "Oh, I'm from Texas," and like real like down south, and then he would talk to them, and they had like an Asian accent. Or, no, that's me. And you feel me? It's like no, like obviously it's not matching. FaceTime me. No, I can't. You know, like they're sending me money. It's like there's so many. A lot more fake girls
Yeah.
than fake guys on sites like that, but I don't know.
It's crazy you can get money
I'm
from a
not dating
stranger
it.
through like
Hell
social
yeah.
media.
I'm not dating.
Like
is
that's like
so-
the like a wild like,
Like we
you can get
it's-
money from a stranger through social.
There's motherfuckers in relationships with people that ain't
Legal.
even
Or
It's a
like
hustle there
fucking,
where you
like-
ain't
or
never
like
gotta come out the
scam,
house.
Like,
Yeah.
3-4 years.
wow, like
Yeah, and
you
you
know,
sit
4 or
in-
5
sit behind
years.
the
They
like
computer
get
all
off.
day.
legal
They
or
be,
not.
and they just be like posting
people like
pictures
had never met
of
people
like them
and,
in
you know
over
what
in
I
the
mean?
Philippines.
Like
That
their
is
products.
crazy.
That's
So y'all
wild.
remember the show
Russia,
Catfish?
over
Y'all seen
in-
how
Yes.
people used
Yes,
to
that
act
shit's
like
so
used to happen?
wild.
And
Yeah.
that's still happening.
Still
Yeah.
People
do.
have watched
Till
the show
this day.
Catfish and are
Like Deontay
still
Wilder style.
believing people
They like
online.
really believe like I don't
It's
know,
crazy.
like Michael Jackson's son is talking to me. It's like, bro, like you feel me? Like I don't know what to say.
All right,
but
y'all.
it's not gonna happen.
We got 3 minutes left.
Oh man, 3 minutes left.
We're gonna,
Sounds like enough
we're gonna
time for
keep
another
talking.
blunt.
So, I hope y'all don't want to promote nothing else, or if y'all do, y'all could do
Oh, I
that.
got
But
you.
I'm saying we could just continue the conversation and ride out, and I just fade this bitch wherever the conversation end at, because I think it's going good. Or everybody can stop now and say whatever they want to say. out of, respectfully.
Happy
Respectfully.
420.
Yeah, happy it's 420, nigga. Shit, get hard.
If ain't nobody got nothing to promote or they don't want to
Get
talk
hype.
about nothing, I feel
Hey,
like
I'm at the Chateau, Comedy Chateau on the 23rd. That's this Saturday night, North Hollywood, 7:30. Pull up, bunch of people. Comedy phenoms, hosted by Georgie and produced by Lynn's son. That's gonna be Saturday, so pull up to that shit.
I want to promote I want to say thank you first off to Innovative Motherfucking Culture, because without my Taco Tuesdays, they would not be lit. They do all the sound. If y'all need anything, tap in your own podcast, anything. They the littest people I've ever met in my life. But also tap into White Scope Podcast Radio. My girl Barbie. If y'all don't know what a compound bar is, go get that up. I do music videos. I do photos. I'm kind of lit. You feel me? So y'all go add me at sunlit.media. You feel me? 33rd compound, that's where we at. Go follow us. We have a lot of dope shit coming. We about to take over the summer. I think I'm about to put a pool in the backyard, one of those like fake ones,
Let's go.
Yeah,
Them
we about
old
to get
school,
lit.
yeah,
We
that's
about to
them
get
old
lit.
school
It's about to be wild out here.
Midwest
So tap in.
pools.
Tap
the
in.
fuck
Let's
in.
get it cracking.
Tap in with the sun,
Hey.
because she
And
lit.
my birthday's on Monday, so we just had birthday bash last night. And this is the
Turn up.
best birthday. I've been back in Cali for 3 years on my birthday. And to see how far I've come and the people I've come with, and it's just all the pieces. It's just when you're doing what you love and you're doing what comes natural, everything
be
will
cool.
follow. On God,
Yeah.
that's
That's
it.
how
you
that
don't have to
goes.
fight it. I feel like the world's so fucked up because everyone's out here trying to be someone that they're not. If we were all just ourselves, then the world would fit a lot better. You
Be
feel me?
yourself.
Exactly.
Love more.
That's
Be
right.
yourself.
That was a very 420 love message. Love yourself.
Marijuana 420.
Love more. Love more.
Yes.
I got 5 seconds left
Love
on my
more.
live.
Marijuana 420 connoisseur. You already
Boom.
know. I know where to
Peace.
get it at. It's the Pierce, the dopest. You already know the deal. Follow me on Instagram at the China White.
Right.
I got everything on everything. Link in the bio. Shout out to my businesses, CNC Fabric and Elite Enterprises. I make shirts. I make hats. I make everything. Stickers. I got it.
Ooh, I need stickers.
Got it.
I got stickers.
Kind of.
I need a lot of shit, really. Let's think.
Stink, you got
for
anything you
real.
want to lead the people with?
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
look,
What's up?
we gonna let it go like that. Shit. Happy birthday. Happy 420.
Hey.
All right.
Do that shit
Appreciate
the
y'all.
right way.
Right.
That's it.
I will. I'll block
Hey.
out.
Innovative.